Welcome to Better Networkers Association, also known as Articles Productions. Today we are going to cover how to create a beautiful MSO. Now, what is an MSO? An MSO is a marketing special offer that you can post on the forum for free. It is a marketing special offer that you are going to give to the members at a special discounted price. This product or service must be a product or service that you own and that you sell. It cannot be any type of affiliate product or anything of that nature. I am under the test form right now to show you this, but normally you would go to the MSO section and you would click on the post new thread. Now, before we start this, let's go ahead and take a look at a few MSOs, such as this one right here, which is actually one that Troy Phillips and myself actually do. It's a very popular MSO. Now, what you'll notice is that there are, of course, keywords in the title. There are keywords again mentioned at the beginning of the MSO here. You'll notice that there is a use of colors. The text is formatted. The paragraphs are short and simple. Everything is aligned. And you will actually notice that it is actually step by step, pretty much in detail, exactly what the MSO is, what it offers, what it does, what it doesn't do, and of course, obviously specifies your price. Now we can take a look at another one also. Again, you will notice here that there are keywords in the title, and of course that the title is re-mentioned again with keywords, and of course the use of color. Now you'll notice that these are short paragraphs, so I mean basically it's going to be written just like you would write an article. Now on this particular one, of course, we have images, as you see here. Now, images can have a great impact on your MSO because they give the visual effect also of the MSO. So using images that are related, or possibly even using a website itself that is an example or a demo. For example, you have a MSO on creating blogs. You'd want to put images in here of some blogs that you have created, maybe link to one or two of the blogs that you have created, so customers can get the feel for exactly what you do and how you do it. And again, what you'll notice is the use of color. You'll notice the short paragraphs, it's formatted all nice and neat, so it's completely understandable. You know, it has the terms on it, and it says exactly what it does. So when you're creating your MSO, what you want to do, of course, as I said, you want to make sure that you do a little bit of keyword research, and you find out what your best keywords to use are, thus also helping with your ranking. Now, I already have the test already prepared here, and of course this is on the MSO you just seen. But just to show you, okay, we're going to add our title in here, and then of course we are going to go and get our text that we have written up, and we're going to copy and paste it. Now, if you'll notice, I am using simple text. I am not using Word or anything else. It's very important that when you do this, that you use simple text. For Windows users, that would actually be Notepad. Notepad++, you can Google it, is actually an excellent program that you might want to look into. as it actually has a lot of options that the notepad itself does not. Now you want to take your title here, you want to create your title. Now you have very different options here that you can choose. You can bold it, you can highlight it with different color, different sizes. There are a lot of different options here that you can actually use. Just for example, with this, we're just going to go and colorize it something to this nature. Color actually brings a little notice to certain text and so forth. It does not have to be a bold red like a lot of the internet marketing gurus proclaim. Color does bring attention. Again, you can use various different colors if you choose to, just like I did here. You also, again, as I said, you want to make sure that you put images in here when you're creating your MSO, as it will actually help for the atmosphere of it. When someone goes by there, they can relate the images. Images actually pull attraction just as well as colored words do. So on this example, what we're going to do is we're going to take our first image, and I actually have it out of this video here, so let me go ahead and put it in this video here so you can see it. What you'll notice is that I actually have the image the same as the keywords that I want to target, which is very important for you to do that. Again, this is pretty much SEO in your MSO is what you are doing. Now, you have images here that you can put and wrap around the text. Now, for this, I would click on this one, and I would take my image file path and put it there. Now, this will actually put the image on the left side. Now, you want to make sure that you have enough text to cover up your image, which I'll show you in just a minute. And if you're going to use a second image, then you want to probably put that on the right side. So there we have our image there, and as you notice, this is the right side code, which is this one right here. Now, before we go any further, what we want to do is we want to click on preview. Always preview your MSOs before you actually publish them, because you want to see basically how the format and everything is going while you're building it. And as you can see here, it is doing precisely what I want. It's putting the image on this side, then the image on that side, using some of the colored text. So if we're happy with that, then what we do is we go on down, and of course we finish formatting. Now, for the purpose of this, our PayPal would actually be right here. There's actually another video that actually covers this, how to put the PayPal in. But for this, you want to make sure when you do something like a limited that you are going to go ahead and definitely colorize that, so people will actually get to notice it. And of course, you can use whatever favorite colors you like. I'm not too partial to the red myself, but it does get noticed. Now, obviously, the PayPal button would show up right here. Now, when you are doing your MSO, make sure that you are not creating a sales page that is full of hype. We do not condone hype on this forum. Make sure that you are creating a sales page or a letter that is talking to your reader and telling your reader exactly what you offer. It does this, it does that. It doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. Be straight up and honest with it. If you say that you are going to limit it to 10, then limit it to 10. Do not do that as no marketing sales tactic, because that just does not play on this forum here. If you have something like bonuses or something like that, always make sure that you go ahead and bold them. And, again, if you choose to, you can colorize them as well. Just make sure that you specify exactly what your bonuses are and how they are obtained, whether you send a PM with the bonus or whether the bonus is built into the actual products or service that you're doing. And another thing that you always want to make sure is that you always have people, specify to people to PM you. I personally do not suggest putting your email here, although some do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Normally, if someone does put their email, they would actually do something of this effect right here. So that way spam bots can't pick up the email. Again, that is your choice. Now, normally I would just do the PM, and of course you can go ahead and put your link on here to your actual members page if you choose to do so. I'll always make sure that you specify your terms in your MSOs. Now, especially if you're doing things such as backlink building and so forth like that. Always make sure that you specify exactly what your service is going to accomplish, and make sure that you specify that you can't make any promises. If your MSO is specifically towards getting rankings in Google or something like that, make sure you specify that you cannot make a promise that something will be ranked #1, because obviously nobody can do that. So make sure that you specify your terms and any possible disclaimers that are needed on your MSO, so there is no mistakes. This is pretty much a very easy process. Again, like I said, format it properly and format it nicely. Make sure you use the color. Make sure you put some images in there. You can even put a video in here if you choose to put a video. Now, if you want to actually put a regular image to show up, I'm going to show you the example here. You'd actually click on the insert image and go from URL. Uncheck this box, because if you don't uncheck that box, it'll put it as an attachment, and you don't want that. And insert image. And now, as you can see, the image is actually inserted. Now, this does not wrap the text. As you can see, these buttons up here are actually used to wrap the text. But if you just want to add an image in there and possibly censor it, then of course this is the way that you do it. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you add your tags in there as well. Up to 25 tags. Make sure you add your keywords in there as your tags, and once you are finished with it, then of course you can submit. But again, make sure that you always preview it so you know exactly how your MSO is going to be looking, how it's going to turn out. You can come to the test forum and go ahead and go through the test forum and test everything before you even actually post a real one. So pretty much, I mean, that's all there is to creating a nice MSO. If there are any questions at all, go ahead and contact me and let me know.